Hey guys, welcome back to the Comic Wasteland. I'm Jay. This is other Jay, and welcome to our holiday gift guide.
Our first book that we're going to cover is
Mice Templar by our friend Brian Glass and Michael Oeming and Victor Santos. So basically it's about a young mouse named Carrick who's just trying to free his people from rat oppression. This book kind of has it all. It has plot twist, magic, betrayal,
high fantasy, being selected for a purpose that's bigger than,
This is actually the book that brought me back to American comics. Like, it's something relatively simple, but yet it's so well written and
so well drawn.
Yeah, well layered that, like, you know, it keeps you coming back for more. 5 volumes, 7 trades. If you can't afford the hardcovers, I highly recommend them. They're beautiful. I mean, it comes with like a whole bunch of extra stuff in the back. So our second book is Huck by Mark Millar and Rafael Albuquerque. So Jay, what happened in the end of Man of Steel? Not much of an answer. Oh yeah, this is Mark Millar's kind of response to that. Like, he thinks like the hero of the day doesn't have to kill to kind of get the job done. So Huck is about this small town gas station attendee who moonlights as like a hero during the night. So in exchange for him doing all these good deeds, like in the small town, they kind of keep it hush hush.
A secret, right?
And then a newcomer in town eventually blows his cover or like releases information to the press. He kind of goes like, you know, he starts helping people more worldwide, and then he kind of has like a hard time just trying to figure out like who has his best, like who's trying to help him out and who's really his friend and who's not. It's only 6 issues. It's all collected in one trade.
Our third choice for the holiday gift guide is one of my personal favorites, the Phonogram series by Kieran Gillen, Jamie McKelvey, and Matt Wilson, and Image Comics. This particular volume is different from the first one. The first one was completely in black and white, and it followed David Cole's journey. This one is 7 different points of view told from the same night. David Cole does make an appearance with Emily Astor, but it mostly spotlights the newer characters like Seth Bingo. Basic gist of this book is that music is magic, and when music is magic, a song literally can change your life. So this is like all these different phonomancers. These are these magicians that can do magic through the use of music. This is like how they see the world in the current musical landscape.
Superman, American Alien by Max Landis and his all-star cast of artists, including this one is Joelle Jones, Jock, Jay Lee, and Francis Manapul. My second favorite Superman run, besides this first one that we actually covered.
The current
Peter Tomasi
and Patrick Gleason from DC Rebirth.
Yep. Our fifth pick is I Killed Giants by Joe Kelly and Ken Nomura. It's about our hero, Barbara, who's a 5th grader, and she carries this warhammer in her purse, and she kills giants for a living. The only problem is it's
all is not as it seems.
Yeah, it's where is like the fantasy and what's reality.
One of, if not probably the book that is always on top of my recommendations list. I cannot sing enough praises about this series. Is the Sandman series, and this volume is Overture, which is technically like a prequel to the series, the critically acclaimed series that Neil Gaiman wrote for DC Vertigo in the 90s. In this story, it literally is 20 years in the making, as the back cover would have you believe. So in this story, it basically shows you the journey that Morpheus goes on that leads to him being imprisoned in Sandman #1, and the art by J.H. Williams is simply beautiful. You may know J.H. Williams. He had a recent run on Batwoman, and he's also done the Fallen Angel comic, I think, for IDW. So this story covers the journey that Morpheus goes on that leads to him being in prison in 1980s London. Apparently, a star goes insane and it threatens to consume the entire dreamscape. On the way, Dream meets every other current incarnation of himself that's throughout the universe. So that's where we get the fan favorite cat version of himself. The thing that you'll always love about the Sandman is it really goes to show you just how epic in scope stories can be while centering on one character, and you also get to meet Dream's parents in this one.
So our next pick is the Luther Strode series by Justin Jordan and Tradd Moore. This is a 3-volume series that collect like the whole thing. The first one is The Strange Talent, the second is The Legend of Luther Strode, and the third is The Legacy of Luther Strode. Well, it really starts off as like, you know, what if like the bully kid found like his cure to all his problems by actually ordering one of those shady books, like the magazines, like back of magazines and stuff like that. Like, oh, it's called the Hercules Method. And
like follow our program, you can get, you know, shredded like in 30 days, you know,
shredded like Denny's lettuce. And so yeah, that's like the first volume. But yeah, it's really if you're into like over the top like gore and like violence,
hyper-violence,
hyper-violence, things like Fist of the North Star and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, this is the book for you. Also, we could recommend like The Spread and Dead Body Road, also by Justin Jordan.
Our final book in the first half of this episode is a book that I cannot, you know, recommend enough. I wish it would go on forever. I tell everybody and their mother they need to read this book. It is.
Wish they had came out with a TV show like it was supposed to.
They were supposed to come out with a TV show. I mean, now they're saying it might be a movie series.
It's cool.
Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez's Lock and Key. Book literally has it all, and I cannot tell you how many times I have tried to pimp this book on everyone I meet. It basically stars the Locke family, who've been here in America since colonial times, and after a family tragedy, they relocate across the country to Lovecraft, Massachusetts, their ancestral family home, and they get involved in a plot where demons try to cross over into our world, all while dealing with, you know, being the new kid in a new school, regular teenage relationship problem, anger, depression. Yeah, this book has something for everyone. You cannot go wrong. This is, I believe, it's 6 volumes.
Yeah, 6 volumes. There's various like types of editions. There's various editions. There's the traditional hardcover, the master version.
The master version that has 2 of the hardcovers in one.
Yeah, it's just incredible. If you could afford them, definitely
each
worth the
volume
money.
has about 6 issues in it, and there's also 2 one-shots. There's Grindhouse and there's Open the Moon. But now, next month, there will be the third one called Small World. Right. Guys, this concludes our first half. We'll be back with series that are currently ongoing, which you definitely should be looking into for this holiday season.
Bye.